Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? I do hope that everyone is feeling fantastic today. I'm feeling excellent myself, I might say. Might I say? I hope that everyone has been feeling well, during the past couple of weeks or so. Um, I hope that you guys, are, consistently studying, taking these lessons, watching these videos and the examples that I give, hopefully, leading you to the success and the results that you are looking for, because, learning to sing is definitely an investment, and it's a good investment at that, because you can teach others as I do myself, teaching others, giving people, giving others the game as, I picked it up, being from a family of many talented people or individuals, and I picked up on it there. They passed the baton to me, and here I am, still up and running. Doing what I do and doing what I love. Passionate about it. And you guys continue. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this channel. And also, don't forget, guys, to turn your notifications on. So whenever I upload a video, you'll be informed that a video has been uploaded. Today's lesson, guys, what I'm going to be talking to you about is what entices me as a creator and what keeps me eager to learn. Okay, now, what entices me? The melody, the music, the sound, uh, the creativity. That entices me. Just the name, music itself, as I said in a video previously. You know, uh, I've always been attached to music since I became fully knowledgeable of what it is and how it's used. And ever since that day that I became more aware, or I realized that I can actually sing, or that I can actually play a piano, when I finally learned, when I finally, understood what sound is and what a scale is and how it's used, and the notes on the scale, how they're used. I mean, it's been on ever since, and I never looked back because I became infatuated with the art of music, and being, or having that mindset to uh, create more, it's something, it's just a continuous cycle. I mean, it's never ending. It's kind of like a story. I mean, it's never ending, guys, and to those of you that that have been with me for several months now, as I always say, guys, we will do great things together, and you can do great things together. We can accomplish many things together as musicians, as singers, as songwriters, as producers, anyone that is musically inclined. That is the ultimate purpose. That is the ultimate goal of why I do what I do, and that is, I mean, that has a lot to do with why music entices me. And I'm sure that it entices you, or it entices you as well. And I encourage you guys to continue learning, continue being strategic in your ways with your creations or your creativity, and everything will be fine. And what keeps me eager to learn, because there's so many different approaches that you can take when making music, or while making music. You have so many different samples, you have so many different sounds, even if there's sounds from from our solar system, any from a pin drop, it can be anything, musically. Just a moment, guys. What makes me what I mean, just the sounds alone, just listening to different sounds, and then you can be selective in what you wish to produce, or the sound that you wish to project, and another reason is, when you hear something and it isn't right, that's kind of like a pet peeve in a way. To me, it's kind of like a pet peeve. I can hear something, not to be judgmental or anything, because you could be highly successful, and things could be going well, going your way. But me, being the type of musician, or the type of singer or vocalist I am, uh, it's a pet peeve when something doesn't sound right, or in the way that I think that it should sound, rather, because it doesn't have to sound the way that I want it to sound. And that's evident. Listen to the radio, turn on the radio. But uh, when I know that I could fill a void, or that I could create change musically, that's another reason that makes me passionate, even more passionate about creating more uh, music, more music or more content, however you wish to say it. But music, not I'm not gonna say that I'm not perfect to say that I'm a perfectionist, but when it's not, when I have a problem, I have a problem with music being abused. And whenever I can see that there's a way that I could be creative and create more music in a way that I feel that it should be, just because I'm comfortable as an artist and I know who I am, not only as an individual, but as a musician, that encourages me even more to be a creator. You know, it entices me even more to be a creator, because when something's not done right, it's our responsibility to get in there and make it right. Not that you're trying to fix anything. It's not that you're trying to fix anything. Some things we do just come naturally, and we'll always be judged for it. But you, I mean, as musicians and artists, we're all uniquely designed, or we all have designs that are unique and expressed in different ways. You know, everybody does things differently. But me, myself, I'm my worst critic, and you should be too. And when you have the opportunity to create something with flavor, do it. Do it. Don't live life, as a musician or as a singer. Don't live life to the standard of what other people think you should sound like. When you know what you have is hot, when because it doesn't sound similar, or it isn't what someone else is producing, you know, I mean, don't, like I said in a video a couple of years, not a couple of years ago, but a couple of weeks ago, the worst thing that anybody can be is a copy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a copy. You don't want to be a copy. But at the same time, always be your worst critic too, you know? And when you have time or opportunity to create, guys, create great music. Great music. Why? Because you are great. You're great. And great people create great things. It's that simple. There's no shortcuts to this. You know what I mean? You have to, okay, what you have is your identity, not the identity or the identity of someone else. You know what I'm saying? So your identity is yours. What someone else is doing, hey, that's on them. But don't let them fool you into thinking that that's the way it should be or it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? That's not what you want to do, because what you have is gonna stick like grits. You know, it sticks like grits. You know what I mean? So continue doing what you do, guys. Like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna be here before you very long because I'm preparing supper. Preparing supper at this point. But I just wanted you guys to know, these are the things. These are the key things. What entices me as a creator, and what keeps me eager to learn more. Because there's always room for knowledge. Higher learning. That's an ongoing process. An ongoing process. You can be disabled in a wheelchair, no longer, capable of walking, utilizing your limbs or your legs. As long as you can exercise your mind or your brain. The brain is a tissue. As I always say, the brain is a tissue. It's a sponge. That is used to absorb information, and not only absorb it, you know, and how some listen, it goes in one ear, and then later on you ask them, they can't give you a summary, a brief summary, of what you just talked to them about or what you just explained to them. You don't want information, vital information at that. You don't want information to, go on one ear and not the other. You don't want to be passive about education or knowledge or understanding or wisdom. You don't want to be passive about that at all. You need to be more of an aggressor when it comes to that matter. But that's what it's about. That's what it's about. You know, and there's always room to learn. Like I said, there's always room to learn, no matter if they're younger or older. It doesn't matter if they're more mature. It doesn't matter. It can be a baby. If an infant parts their mouth or parts their lips and tell me something of truth and something of substance, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. You know what I mean? So, like I said, guys, continue doing what you do, and be sure to follow me on Facebook. I left some of the links in the description box below. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to turn your notifications on, guys. And yeah, one more thing. To those of you that are into hip hop music, what I want you to do is I want you to join the Emerald Music Group Inc. group page. And if you don't join the group page, that's fine too. But there's an artist that, I remember him from back in the MySpace days. We were doing things, on MySpace. And I watched him rise, you know, to the point that he is now. He's very much deserving of it. You know what I mean? He and I both have been out here for quite some time, and I've seen several other artists, grinding for years, doing their thing, and it is a great honor and a great pleasure to speak about this new project that Big Crit just released, entitled Forever is a mighty long time. I'm sorry. Forever is a mighty long time. That's what the album is entitled. And the few songs that I do like on there, I love the entire album, but the ones that I'm most crazy about is Keep the Devil Off, Mount Olympus. You got to check those out. Mount Olympus, Keep the Devil Off, and there was another one on there. Confetti, Mount Olympus, and Keep the Devil Off. So whenever you guys have the time, go over to his page on Facebook too, and like and follow his page as well. You know, it's an amazing album, guys. When I say it's an amazing album, it's an amazing album, guys. So be sure to check that out and support that brother, okay? So his name is Big Crit from Mississippi. So don't forget that. Go over to his page, Big Crit. You know, like, like his page, follow him, support him, listen to his music, do a few downloads, buy the album as well, guys. Okay. So with that being said, this is William Alexander of Emerald Music Group, singing lessons, today, in our topic that we spoke about, what entices me as a creator and what keeps me eager to learn. This is going to conclude the session, guys. Be sure to tune in every Wednesday at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 12 o'clock Central, guys. And until next time, as I always say, we will do great things together. I'm going to go and continue cooking this meal. And until next time, guys, I love you and peace.